It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Hardywood and it's the Great Return West Coast Style IPA coming in at 7.5% ABV in a 500ml can. It's brewed by Hardywood Park Craft Brewery. They're based in Virginia in America. I like the artwork on the can. I will say it looks a little bit like maybe another brewery there in America. With the fish on the front. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. At this stage of the beer review, I'd like to say a massive thank you to our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk, largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beer from all over the world. If you live in the UK, check out the description box of this video and check out beersofeurope.co.uk if you so wish. One more thing while we're pouring the beer. If you like our videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. That would be absolutely tremendous. Thank you very much. And you'll get notified every time we upload a new video to YouTube, which is never really that long, really. We're quite frequent uploaders here over on Real Ale Craft Beer. We got a 2-finger whitehead. Good levels of carbonation, slightly hazy looking beer. IPA, close to being... the proceeds of this beer benefit the James River Association. Being from the UK, I do apologise, I don't know what that is. West Coast Style IPA. 7.5% ABV, that is so close. So close to being a double IPA. Yeah, nice looking beer. Good carbonation. As I said, golden amber, hazy. Let's get the aroma. A little bit earthy. It's that kind of hoppy, but kind of like slightly toasted toffee. Slightly toasted toffee and a lot of hop mixed together, like quite tropical, jammy, tart, grapefruit, orange peel. A nice balance is what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to be honest, it's very typical of American IPA that generally hits our shores here over in the UK. It's a bit of a shame because what happens is that they send it over probably on a boat, so it was brewed, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is it's not, and that is not the fault of the American brewers, but it just by the time it gets here, it's not the freshest of beer anymore. And it just gives a hint of, like, as I just mentioned, like a toasted toffee aroma. So what I like to do, I like to look past it. I like to go, can I imagine what this beer tasted like super fresh when it was just brewed? And that's what I'm going to attempt to do. And it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. It's very toffee like this one. It's very biscuity, toffee, sweet. And then there's this massive bitterness on the back end. So the bitterness of the beer is still there. There is some kind of like grapefruit peel, orange peel, as if you just like been biting the peel of the beer, the peel of the fruit. So it's not for the lack of hops in the beer that it's malty. It's just, unfortunately, it's just the age of the beer. So I think fresh, this would have been, just by feeling the bitterness on the beer, this beer fresh would have been very kind of grapefruity and orange peely and jammy and tart. It's still very jammy and tart like now, but there's a lot of malt. There's a lot of malt to get to be able to get to that stage in your mind where you're going, yeah, there's a lot of bitterness also, but trying to wind that back to grapefruit and pineapple and fleshy blood orange, that's what it would have been when the beer was fresh. We got there in the end. I'm just trying to be really fair, if you like. I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can with the beer, because it's not the brewer's fault, it's not the beer's fault, it's the fact that the world's a big place. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I should be visiting the brewery in America. I should be going to Virginia. It would be a massive task to do on the channel, but maybe one day that would be the dream, is rather than me be standing here in the kitchen reviewing beer that's been travelled halfway around the world, maybe I get to travel around the world and drink fresh beer and give you that better review, really, that better standard of reviewing beer. That would be the ultimate goal, really. Nice lacing, nice carbonation, very biscuity, very toffee like, very sweet. Yeah. And then that kind of like grasping bitterness on the back end. Okay, what does the brewer say about the beer? There's a big description here on the side of the can. Bold, resinous and bursting with bright grapefruit aroma. There we go, the beer says it itself. This IPA is a tribute to the decades of hard work by conservationists to restore the James River as a bounty of vibrant aquatic life. Pardon me. Eco-friendly recreational activity, and in our case, fresh brewing water. These efforts have culminated recently with the symbolic return of the endangered Atlantic sturgeon, a prehistoric yet majestic behemoth of a fish spotted as far up the James River as the Fall Line in Richmond. Your purchase of this beer supports the James River Association. Thank you for playing a role in the great return. I get it. I get it now. I get it now. Amazing to think that these animals are coming back. The rivers are not so poisoned. Even here in the UK, we used to pollute the hell out of our estuaries and rivers, and what else do we used to pollute? What on the canals, the canalways where the boats go up and down. We used to pollute them really, really bad. And all of a sudden, the last 20, 30 years, that's all gone away. It's like we won't pollute them anymore. And there's actually life. Life is coming back to these rivers and streams. And it's great to see. It's great to see. So let's rate this Hardywood beer, The Great Return. I mean, should we have a look for the telephone number on the back? It's the best before. I've done this on the 4th, the day 4. So the 7th of the 2nd, 20. So I'm 3 days into where it was best before drank. So it's probably about 8 months old, which, yeah, it's a real shame. it's a real shame. It's more or less turned into like some kind of hoppy barley wine, which I often talk about on the channel. So it's not the beer's fault. It's probably not Beers of Europe's fault either. It's just in the UK we like to drink American beer, and it's great to be able to get hold of it in the first place. I'd like to just visit these breweries and get in there and drink their beer as fresh as possible. That would be the ultimate aim, the ultimate goal. Maybe that'll happen in the future. But on the case, me drinking this beer as it is right now, it's no more than a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!